on the Fantasy-ish YouTube page,
Yes.
and we might confuse some of our cross hair folks, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Do we think we have any cross
No,
pollination going on?
I think 0. Josh?
Okay. Welcome, Josh,
There we go. Literally one person.
and welcome to Fantasy-ish, your holly jolly fantasy football podcast, where we talk about all things Christmas.
It is a
And
Christmas
Christmas came
podcast.
early this
It
year.
is a Christmas podcast. Not for
I got a
you.
lot of coal in my stocking.
Yeah, Christmas did not come early for you.
No, I was the worst team.
well, I was talking about losing in Dynasty too. That was a horrible Christmas present.
Yeah,
But yes,
that was bad.
also in roasting, that was a
Yeah. You know, I get it.
hell of
But
a way to.
we're a
You get
fantasy
it.
football
You get it, right?
podcast, and we focus specifically on our 12-team league we've been doing for 20 years. But in the meantime, we can also take any questions and things that come up, and you'll hear some players that maybe you have if you are so lucky to still be in the playoffs. I wonder. Quick question for a fantasy football podcast: do you think there's a big drop off come playoffs?
Oh, hell yeah. For sure. Like once it's like, because for one, fantasy football players are bitter SOBs, right? The second they're out of it, they're like, fuck this. I should have been there. I should have won. And I get it. I do the same thing. I look at every avenue. I'm like, oh my God, I'm better than you. I just didn't. So I think once, week 14 hits, it's a crapshoot.
I'm already looking forward to baseball. I'm just going to baseball.
Yeah, there you go. You work on that. You work on your baseball TikTok. That's coming up. So, for sure, I think it drops off because I think people are mad, bitter, don't care. The only other thing I can think is like there's still DFS and best ball, but
okay, yeah.
But I think that's about
It's
it.
a different beast.
Yeah,
for sure. All right, well, let's get into it, man. We had the first week of the playoffs, and our league. That meant we have 6 teams that made it. 2 teams had the bye. You blow me with the bye, and Noel with the bye. So we go right into it. Let's go into the effortless and vandalizers game.
All right.
And what a game! Effortless with the win, 136 to 128 and a half. We both said Vandy's.
Did we? Ugh.
Both wrong.
All right.
I did. I thought Vandy's was going to win this. This to me was a bit of an upset, but not really though, because
I mean, right. I'm with you. You can say a little bit of an upset. Both good scores, but Josh he's 10-5. You can argue when we did that if you played every team.
Right.
Power rankings in CBS, he's lower than the 6 team.
Right.
But he's pulled out wins. So so maybe a bit of an upset, but not too much of an upset.
No. But I did think Vandalizers had the better team. But let's look at who Vandalizers had on his team.
Yeah.
Can we just say MVP Josh Allen? Can we just say?
Sure. Well, okay. The only thing I will say is this: I'm with you. Before the Christmas game, it was Brock Purdy MVP, and then Lamar took over, won it. Like so, it always goes deeper than we remember every year. Where it's like, oh man, he's gonna win it. There's always something happens. So it's just keep an eye on it.
Overall stats, Josh Allen still doesn't have Lamar beat yet.
That's what I mean. So so now it's all depending what the voter wants to do, right? Because it's like, because you can definitely make an argument for for Lamar, for sure, right?
Well, now it reminds me of the SNL sketch from last week. Did you see the one with Chris Rock?
Yep.
Got you between the white Santa or the black Santa. Is that what we got to do here for MVP?
Yeah, that's just, go ahead and pick. No, it's I don't know, because I think you're right. You can, if just looking at numbers, you can make that Lamar argument, right? But when you're watching Josh Allen's games, you're like, oh shit, this dude is putting it on there for sure.
Oh hell yeah! Again, another thing that's never been done. He keeps putting up these incredible games. No one's ever rushed
for
3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
So anyway, 44 points, Josh Allen. I mean, the guy's just going insane.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. Okay, Veronica's leaving. Bye, Veronica. What's up, Isaac? we're just talking our league, man.
But we're
Just
talking players that you might have if you're still in the playoffs.
yeah. It's like Veronica. That's cool that you're leaving, man. It's funny that you feel like you had to say it. Like you don't got to stay. So
That's
funny.
hurtful, Veronica.
Uh,
That's
I,
okay.
and whatever. So I like Josh Allen. The thing for me looking at Vandy's is Chuba Hubbard, Tony Pollard, obviously, right? Where Chuba Hubbard's been playing well all year long,
Yeah.
and he's last couple games 18. He had a 2, 13, 22, 20. You know, um, to get that 6 from Hubbard and then 8 from Pollard. Any one of those two that had a game like they did the previous week, he
He
wins.
wins. He
Any
wins
one of those two, yeah.
for
So,
sure. CeeDee Lamb, good game. Sutton, okay.
yeah,
Higgins, good, all right.
yeah.
But McConkey, 13 and a half on his bench.
I
You
know.
McConkey, I don't
So,
know.
so Lamb, Sutton, or Higgins. I would have been wrong because I probably would have paid McConkey over Higgins if I had to choose.
Well, okay.
Honestly,
Okay, yeah.
I would have played Lamb. I would have played Sutton, and then I would have got less points by playing McConkey. So
But I think you're right. I think that the key was his running backs finally did not.
yeah. Even with
Yeah.
44 from Josh Allen, that 44 was kind of nullified by like 35 from Baker,
No,
right? That
not nullified. Noel wasn't in this one.
no, got it. But it helps when the opposing quarterback gets 35.
Oh my god.
So
And Kenneth Walker, if we had him.
yeah, a little different story. He was hurt. He was hurt.
For those teams that might have Najee Harris and Jalen Warren going on, you just probably hate life. Right?
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, he probably hated it before this last week, but like Najee, because Najee's been like, he gave you a week maybe, and it's kind of like a pointless draft pick, honestly.
I'm curious if anyone watching. I think everyone just left. Um, we had 6 people down to 0. Never mind. I was going to ask a question.
They don't like us.
This is on yours, not mine, right? This is on not two guys, two things. This is on yours, right?
Yes.
Thank God.
Yeah.
I don't want to lose subscribers because of this. My question. Maybe I'll pose it again. If we get people, but I'm just curious. If you're still in the playoffs, who do you actually have as your running backs?
Oh, right.
That would be my question. Or
Yeah.
do you feel you're stronger running back, or stronger wide receiver? Because sorry, fuck you if you're good at both.
Well, and you could have been. Yeah. No,
But
it's
I
tough.
tend to think you're probably gonna be weaker somewhere else. But
Yeah.
so anyway, yeah, all year he would have been fine if those running backs performed like they would have been.
Right. And with Josh, looking at Josh, so you got 35 from Baker.
Oh
You got
God.
37 from Devontae Adams. So
Ugh.
you're over 70 points from two players. So like Devontae Adams does not get 37. So many things had to go right for Everless, and that's the playoffs. You know what I mean? Like to get 37 from Devontae Adams is bananas. And just a couple less, he gets a 20. He gets a 15, which is a good score. He's
Yeah.
way behind, actually.
Sure. I mean,
So
Devontae Adams last 3 weeks, 12, 11, 12 on targets,
yeah,
40 and a half, 20 and a half, 37 and a half. I mean,
yeah, for
I,
sure.
I don't know what's going on. Like they have nothing to play for anymore.
I know it's it's
Jets.
it's
The Jets have nothing to play for.
that's it feels very Aaron Rodgers to me. Like, okay, here we go. Here's my buddy. We're just rack up. It's so
Is there if there's a contract extension on the line? Let's get those numbers.
yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah, it's funny. It was good. I mean, it was still pretty close, both 10-5, but Effortless moves on. So
But that's encouraging for Baker Mayfield.
yeah, for sure.
I love seeing that. And now he's got some great matchups
Yeah,
going on for Baker Mayfield.
yeah.
Playing Dallas, Carolina.
I love it.
So I mean it's like Baker this
And he's trying to get Mike Evans the 1,000 yards, right? Like he's shooting for that too.
Did
So
you say that?
yes,
Awesome.
he says I'm thinking about it more than Mike is in a press conference. So I'm like, so he's gonna be slinging too. So
Oh, that's great. No, this is great. This is great
yeah,
for Effortless. Great if you got Baker Mayfield right now on your team. Joe Mixon, Brian Robinson Jr. Okay.
yeah.
More. AJ Brown though, that's
I
great.
know.
There you go.
Well, they always say the squeaky wheel, right? He was bitching about not getting the ball.
Yeah.
Got him 21. So
And then even on his bench, so he does have Tracy and he has Singletary, which is smart and good. But what's
yeah.
going on there? I mean, because now it's like I don't know who's
I mean, I still feel like you gotta. I think that's one game. I still feel like it's gonna be Tracy, but he has an injury designation though. You know what I mean? So I guess you just pay attention to that.
okay.
I don't want to play Singletary though. Like I would try to find somebody else. Like so he has Mixon Robinson, and then I'm starting Jaden Reed. I don't want to play Singletary. I'd start Jaden Reed over
Sure,
Singletary
right.
if I had to.
But see, but this is where Everless is at. He's got Tracy and Singletary, also Reed and Watson.
Right,
So two
right.
guys on the same team. It gets messy.
It does get messy. You try to avoid it. Yeah, especially with wide receivers. You're like, all right, now who do I start? Running backs, you can kind of tell who's getting the touches, but hopefully Tracy's gonna be fine. I would start him if he's playing, I guess.
I think
But
he's going to go forward with the team that he just played.
right,
Right.
right now I would. And it just all depends on Tracy if he's playing. But other than that, I'm playing the same. You know.
And now, I mean, I feel like if you just get a little bit more from those running backs to make up for
Yeah,
Devontae coming down a little more to earth,
for sure.
then I think it's sitting pretty.
Yeah, no, he's looking good for sure.
That's good.
Uh, yeah, he's looking good for sure.
Anything else
Uh,
in those games?
no, I don't think so. I think we're good for there.
All right. Well, let's move onward and upward to the Jazzy Jeffs and the shit game.
All right.
And Jazzy with a win, 109 to 97.5. You said Jazzy. Nope, you said the shit. I said Jazzy.
Oh,
Yes, I got the win. Hey, you can win regular season all you want, buddy, but come playoffs, it's a different story.
I know it is. It is. Oh man, boo.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. 97 from the shit.
So,
8 and
and
7 for the
said
year.
we were saying earlier, poor.
No, it's rough. It's rough for him. He always has playoff contending teams. He's always good, and he just can't help it. He just can't get there. Just can't get past it. You know, even like it sucks. Like the performance 97, so he didn't even hit 100.
Hmm.
Derrick Henry was 6, so you're expecting
Uh,
10, 12 more from him right there. You know, and Thielen 7.5. Packers played well, but Stafford only 7. That was just a shit game, 12-6.
yeah.
And Russell Wilson only got 10, so it didn't really matter.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So he had Bucky on his bench, which is interesting. I thought he had like, maybe thought he was gonna be hurt.
Mm-hmm.
And
Wouldn't matter.
I would have played him over Thielen, but other than
Hey,
that,
sure, but still wouldn't have mattered.
it wouldn't have mattered. And so just like Jameer Gibbs had a game. Other than that, like just it just happened to be one of those weeks where nobody stepped up for him. That sucks, you know.
Well, I'm gonna look back here at Derrick Henry. Yeah. Uh-huh. His worst game of the season.
hmm Yeah,
His
just
worst
bad timing.
season comes now.
Yeah, this is bad timing. So when no one steps up, really, you know what I mean. So
So if
not
Derrick
much you
Henry
could
let
not
you
much you can do.
down, for anyone that has him, I'm sorry. And it does not get easier for Derrick Henry on the schedule.
Yeah, yeah. We'll see what
Pittsburgh,
Baltimore does. Yeah, but he's good. You know what I mean? Like
he's
maybe
great.
they're saving him. I don't, who knows? They didn't need him, so who knows?
But that hurts is when you have a guy that's been playing for you so well for the whole year.
Yeah, essentially the reason he got to the playoffs. He carried him those matchups where maybe he would have lost if it wasn't for Derrick Henry.
It's almost like you, here's a theory. Here's a theory.
Okay,
Let me shut up if you want.
okay,
Let me finish first.
oh, sure.
Oh, okay. Like you almost have to draft two teams.
hmm
You have to draft that first team to kind of get you to make the playoffs, and then you're like, okay, they were good now then, but they're not gonna be good toward here. Now we need these guys that you wouldn't have necessarily drafted even
Yeah,
that are like these are the guys now. Like Now we got Michael Penix coming, and not that I would say play him,
Sure.
but like all these guys that have now become like the Niners running back situation, right? Like all
Yeah.
these like that's the stuff that gets you over that edge in the playoff.
Well, it is, and I agree with you. So obviously the problem is knowing what
Yeah.
players, right? And then the other shitty thing is, so like that's why people like handcuffs, because at least you're connecting it to something. There's at least some correlation. But then the other hard part about that, because I'm with you, is having the foresight. Say you pick the right person,
Mm,
having the foresight to keep them that long, or being able
I
to
know,
keep them that long into the playoffs. Like
right?
it's just tough to draft that way. You can try your best. Like I drafted Braylon Allen. I kept him all year. Didn't fucking matter. I used him one time, and even then he still got me like six. And so you
Right.
can do all you want by trying to forecast, but I've been in those situations where I think like, oh, don't worry about it. If someone gets hurt, I'm going to draft him. But you're making moves throughout the season, and you got to pick somebody to drop when you're picking up waiver wires, and so it's tough for sure.
No, for sure, for sure. The free meeting has ended on Zoom.
Oh
Does that mean that this won't be recorded anymore?
yeah, I'm gonna have to record it separately with the live, which I
Or
can do.
you can pull from that.
Yep, I'm gonna try.
All right.
I'm gonna try. I think I can.
Okay. Well, I should just shut the computer off. Okay. Well, so so that just sucks. I mean, I don't know what else you can really say about it.
No, nothing. It's like Burrow's been playing well. And 109's a good enough score, but it's
Oh
like
yeah. Oh, on the Jazzy. Okay.
On Jazzy, yeah, sorry, nothing on this shit. Yeah, it just sucked for him. I mean, Jazzy got 109, still not great, but did enough. You know, with Amir Abdul on his bench,
And
uh,
that's where, like in Dynasty, I had that Sincere McCormick,
right?
and he was supposed to be the starter. They said he's going to start. And
Yep.
he wasn't doing anything, but then he got hurt, and then
Yeah, there was the injury. Yeah, it was shit. So now Jazzy can stash Amir Abdullah, be all right with it.
I want to say what's going on here. The big question mark to me for Jazzy is this Harrison Butker guy.
Uh-huh.
He's on his bench, but man, you think is he having to come to Jesus moment right now?
Well, it's so funny in my mind. No offense, Jazzy, to care that much about a kicker, as if other kickers aren't kicking double digits and shit to keep a roster spot for two kickers. It's fucking bananas to me that Harrison Butker is just stashed on his bench as if he's like Rasheed Rice about to come back or something. But he's it's a second kicker, man.
Pacheco.
Yeah, it's like just get rid of, who cares? Get rid of Butker. Doesn't matter. And it's not like they're scoring a shit ton anyway. And
Get
you
them
have one of the
roster spots.
and you have one of the better kickers in the league, Will Lutz. So like, get rid of that roster spot. Pick up somebody for the playoffs, man.
No, it's funny. Um, one thing that I like, well, I'm curious about maybe
Hmm.
what was Amari Cooper hurt? No,
Yeah,
he was
I don't.
at a target. Wow, he was in 70 snaps on
Yeah,
offense
yeah,
on a 48-42 game against the Lions.
yeah,
Not a single target.
yeah. It was all Shakir. There's a couple Coleman. Yeah, it was crazy.
Like Cooper, that's gonna be a hard play to play Cooper ever. I think, right?
Yeah, I'm only in DFS probably, but yeah, if you have Cooper on your team going into the playoffs, I'm for sure not starting him. Like I get some people are in the situation where they, whatever, you got to start, you got to start, but
Right.
I would avoid it for sure. I would not start him.
Hmm. All right. Because I'm looking at he has Jameson Williams,
Hmm.
who's a little more consistent than Cooper.
For sure.
Still nothing that's going to be like super exciting.
Yeah.
He's had a few 20-point games, but he's averaging close to 10.
Yeah.
So okay. I'm just trying to look at like some depth here. Ferguson, you know, um,
Hmm.
kind of a disappointment all year, right? Or
Yeah. Yeah.
he was touted like a top 10 tight end, right?
Oh, for sure he was. Yeah. But yeah, it just didn't work. But he also, it's the offense, right? That he's on
Well, but
too.
even with Prescott was there, it just wasn't.
No, still not good. But
Yeah.
well, that's the thing. It's like it feels like the last couple years, man. It's like if you don't have the three tight ends, it doesn't matter. Just wait until the 11th round. You know what I mean?
He's averaging 5.5 points a game.
Right. So it doesn't matter. Like don't draft a tight end unless it's McBride, it's Bowers, not even Kelsey really. It's like McBride and Bowers. If you don't get those two, and Kittle, just we'll fucking wait. Doesn't matter.
Well, now Kelsey's talking about retirement. It seems like, right?
Well, he's like 37, right? So I mean, it's time.
42.
He thought he was 42.
Yeah.
Not 42.
No. Was it
I
50?
think 87.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. There you go. Oh, he changed the number to 89
Yeah, yeah.
to 1989. But no, because Kelsey was saying like he was just on the podcast was saying that he on our podcast when we had
On
Travis,
our podcast, right.
we had Kelsey here on the podcast. He was saying like, oh, this is like the last time I might play in Cleveland.
Well, I mean, he's old, dude. He has time, and Noah Gray's been really great this year. So,
Yeah, he had a nice string there for a while, and yeah, he's gotten quiet again. But
mhm. Yeah, he did. It's just he can't. He like literally can't do what he used to do. So,
sure. So I'm thinking I'm looking at Jazzy's starting lineup from last week, and
mhm.
that's probably going to be again what he's going to play, right? Maybe
I,
take
I,
Ramondre out or no
I'm still. I think I'm playing Ramondre.
over Jameson Williams.
Yeah, I think, I think so. Only because he's a running back. I like because Jamison Williams. It's just wide receivers are too volatile, right?
Yeah,
And like at least with the running back, you know he's getting touches. What he does with them, who knows? But at least you
yeah.
know for sure you're getting touches. And Jamison might just like Amari Cooper might get no targets, two targets. You know, so it's just tough to guess. It depends how he wants to do it. If he thinks he's going to be down and needs higher upside, probably Jamison Williams. You know, but if you want to play it safe, I'm probably still starting Ramondre.
All right, I like that. No, I'm liking Jazzy going forward here. I mean, we got Burrow, Bijan Robinson, Rashad White has
Hmm.
kind of become relevant again.
Yeah, like Bucky's a little hurt. Like they're starting to wear and tear. They're using Rashad again, and so it doesn't. So it's not a bad. Um, going against going against the Knoll next week. Is that right? Yeah, and they're pretty even, both 8-6, 8-7. You know, it's I don't know. It's gonna
Well,
be
I'm
interesting.
wrong because I predicted Vandalizers to win it all, so I'm wrong.
Oh, right. That's right. I forgot about that.
All right, so that's that, and hey, neighbors having a good game, but now
Yeah,
who's throwing the
it
Giants now? Who now?
it doesn't matter. It's gonna be. It doesn't matter anymore. It's. I feel so bad for Malik Neighbors. It like he clearly showed how good he was. Like the first 5, 6 weeks.
Yeah,
Like he's so good, and now he has fucking. He's stuck behind nobodies, and next draft is not really known as like a quarterback draft. So they might have to go get free agent or something. Fucking maybe Kirk Cousins.
yeah.
So
Can we talk about that really quickly, Kirk Cousins?
yeah, getting benched.
I don't think anyone. I think you're right. I don't think anyone is probably playing him in playoffs unless maybe you have a two QB
If
league.
you have to, yeah.
But I mean, it was it. It was a 4 year contract, wasn't it?
I think so. And for a lot of money. Yeah,
And they're cutting potentially ties now.
it's crazy.
I mean, but think
Well,
of the pressure for Penix. They're 7-7.
I know, I know. They could still like win a couple here.
They could, but I mean that's a lot of
Oh,
pressure.
for sure. And I'm sure they talked to him about it. And like we talked about it a few episodes back, where like people like insiders, whatever, were saying there's a reason they drafted him
Right,
Penix when they did, because
right.
they signed Kirk Cousins and then saw him and was like, oh shit, this is not gonna last very long, and then picked up Penix from there. Um, and I don't know if that was initially their want, when they were doing the draft. So,
So is Cousins over or not?
man, I feel like he has to be, especially if Penix looks even like a little bit okay.
Like, okay, let me rephrase that. For the NFL, not for the Falcons.
No. I get it, and I'm still saying the same thing. Like,
Oh, really?
yeah, I mean, so everyone always wants the quarterback. So, like, I don't know. I over as far as starting
Flacco's
quarterback.
still playing this year.
Who?
Flacco.
Oh, right. Yeah, no, I'm saying as a starter, I think he's done. Yeah, as a starter, I don't think there's any reason to start him. He's older, can barely move, but he's smart and knows what he's doing. So
Right.
if something happens, he
I mean,
can.
someone off that injury. So I don't know. I could
Yeah,
like that makes. I think the Giants that could be good. Actually,
yeah, and then his second year back, the injuries really
right.
fully. So maybe
I think he could have another one more really good
one more run.
back year in him.
I mean, with like it's not bad. They need to do something with this draft too, but like they should keep losing right now. But I mean, with neighbors, Tracy's a good young player. If they get like
Yeah.
maybe a veteran like Kirk Cousins, maybe might help. But
Yeah.
uh,
All right. All right. So that's that. I'm gonna go to the waiver wire.
oh yeah, fuck waiver wire.
See what people are spending on. Let's pull that up here.
Can't be too much, right?
Probably not. There shouldn't be. Here we go. Full fab. Here we go. All right. Jerome Ford was picked up by You Below Me for $29.
Yeah, because Nick Chubb is hurt.
Oh,
So
really?
Ford, Ford's gonna be the main dude.
Great, because when he was in, he was killing it.
He was very good. Yeah, for sure.
There was a $25 bid from Noel,
All
and
right.
to surprise you, $2 bid. Didn't do
Nice.
the one. He did the two.
That's funny. Wait, and that's probably the best person to spend on this next week. With Chubb being out, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if it really matters.
Justice Hill picked up for $1 by Noel.
Not bad.
Kyle Pitts picked up for $1 by Effortless.
That's a fuck it. Yeah, that's a good name. I know he hasn't been performing the last. He started off pretty good this year actually too, and then
Well,
my
hey, now with Penix, we'll see what that might do.
yeah, new quarterback play. We'll see. So, but it's
He might have
it's a good
one,
pickup.
2 good weeks in him, and that's really all you need at this point.
That's it. It's a good pickup.
Let's see. Isaiah Davis was also picked up by Noel
Yeah, makes sense because Braylon Allen is obviously is not the dude. It was Isaiah Davis. So
for $1. Bengals D picked up by Effortless. Patrick Taylor picked up by Noel.
sure.
Is he gonna play more? Or is it,
I think it's just in case. I don't think he's on IR, right? Is it just injury or just
it's just
out
hold
doubtful?
on, wait a minute. Interesting. Interesting. So Isaiah Davis was picked up by Noel. They dropped David Montgomery to do it. But then
Oh, because David
Noel
Montgomery.
picked up Patrick Taylor and dropped Isaiah Davis.
Oh,
So now we doesn't have Isaiah Davis anymore.
oh, all right. Well, Isaiah Davis is a good pickup. So is Patrick Taylor. I don't think Patrick Taylor is IR. I don't think
Okay.
so.
Well, there is an injury designation to Isaiah Davis, so maybe that's why he dropped them.
Oh, okay, okay,
Um,
that makes sense.
and then to pick up a guy that had no touches, Patrick Taylor.
Well, he was hurt, right?
Not really. That's why I picked him up.
Well, he was okay. You're right. Not really, but he was coming back from being hurt. Is that right? Am I
I don't think
misreading
it
you?
is Garendo, right?
Yeah, I mean the main running back is Gorenda for sure. But if Gorenda gets hurt again, then then it's Patrick Taylor's team. They're like the fucking 49ers are like running back 7.
Oh boy, all right. Running back 7. You know he's gonna be running soon is Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, for sure.
And they're giving it to Cousins on the Niners. All right, let's go to the week ahead.
Yep.
Go to it. There's not a lot of games. This scoring preview. Let's see. We have Effortless versus You Below Me.
Got it.
Oh my goodness. Let's take a look
Let's
at this. And
look
are they
here.
all set up? Let's see. This is it, man. You Below Me, the team with the best record. Right?
Mm-hmm.
They were 12-2. And what's crazy is for this division, which is the division I was in, 3 playoff teams out of this division.
Yeah,
Tough division. So
for
let's
sure.
we got Effortless has got Baker Mayfield going against Jalen Hurts, Joe Mixon, Ryan Robinson Jr. going against Brees Hall, Jerome Ford. Okay. A.J. Brown and Devontae Adams going against Jamar Chase and Puka. T.J. Hawkinson against Hunter Henry. Tyrone Tracy against Terry McLaurin. McManus against Fairbairn. And Bengals D against the Bills D.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't. So let me just say right now, I think it's a lot closer than what they're saying.
a lot closer than 60-40.
It is.
You think so? I'm
I
looking.
do.
I'm looking down the line, man, and I don't know. Devontae Adams was 13. AJ Brown has a injury designation against Washington. He can get 13 and a half. And I think that's a little too high for the Bengals. They have like the worst defense, even though it's the Browns. Who gives a shit? So I don't know. I don't know. Um, and do you play Kendra Miller or Jerome Ford?
I mean, the Bengals last week got 19 points.
Sure.
Then they got 9 and 11. That's not crazy.
No, I mean that's not bad at all.
I
I
still
get it.
Ford. I mean, who knows? But I mean, Jerome Ford. We'll see.
I just don't trust. I don't trust Devontae Adams, Tracy. Like I don't trust Jerome Ford either. But Hurts, Hall, Chase, Nakua, McLaurin, I don't know. I don't know if it's 60-40, but it'll be good. It'll be good.
I don't know if Brees Hall is going to be as good. I mean, he's just been kind of. I don't know.
Yeah, he's not killing it. I get it. Yeah,
I
I'm
don't. I
with
think
you.
money's too much.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
So
Yeah,
I
I'd rather have Joe Mixon.
it is you below me, but
Uh,
I think it maybe like a 55.
okay. Okay, but do you think he's gonna win? I'll stay. I'll say you below me.
I hold on. Do I want to upset? Do I want to upset? I
Oh,
love States. Oh, it's hard to go against Chase.
yeah. Chase and Nakua. Nakua's been killing it too.
Oh, are the Bills going to be shutout D? Oh,
You got the Bills going against little mini Josh Allen, so I don't know.
you know what? I'm going to stay after this.
All right, I love it. I love it.
I think Baker's killing it,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna say I think his running backs are going to show this week,
Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh.
and I don't think Brees Hall and Ford are going to be as good as they say.
I mean, that's not bad. That's not a bad guess. I'm with you.
That is what I'm going to say. All right. The next game is Jazzy Jeffs going against Noel, right?
Jazzy and Noel for sure. I'm trying to look at Noel here. Like, what's going on? Why is he such a underdog here? Does he have somebody that's not playing? Blake Corum, no. Roshan Johnson, Patrick Taylor, no. Jawan Jennings. I don't know, man.
All right, so here we go.
All right.
We got Jazzy Jeffs has Joe Burrow going against Jared Goff.
Yeah,
We got Bijan Robinson and Rashad White going against Kyron Williams and Justin Hill.
that's nice.
We got Malik Neighbors and Drake London going against Jerry Judy and Garrett Wilson. Travis Kelsey against Tucker Kraft. Ramondre Stevenson against Keenan Allen. Lutz against Boswell. Vikings D going against the Colts D. Who do you like?
Yeah, man. I think it's tough. I mean, you're picking, but I
Okay,
I can't.
I'm
I
going
can't.
Jazzy.
Yeah, it's Jazzy for sure. And Judy, yeah, it's tough. Yeah, Jazzy fucking rolls to the finals. It's gonna make me more mad.
It's gonna be Jazzy against Effortless, baby. Woo!
It, this is
That's
gonna
gonna be
make
our
me
title game.
so mad, dude. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ugh.
I'm pulling for Jazzy.
Of course you are.
He just had a kid. He needs to feed his child. He needs the money, and he needs the room.
Defeated child. I'm gonna curse his name if he wins.
You can curse it, but that won't do you any good.
Uh, Jazzy, my nemesis.
That's
He was
awesome.
like,
No,
you split with me. Now you're on the path of the same path that I could have took to win. Oh, he's my nemesis.
so here's my question to you for Noel. Oh no, it's not. Never mind. Dumb question.
No question.
No, it's gonna be golf over Mahomes, but Mahomes, we don't know if he's even gonna play, right?
Yeah, it's yeah. He's hurt. It's nice against Houston, but and it's the Saturday game too, right? So it's like earlier. So I guess you got to roll with Goff against Chicago. I mean, you'll know for sure.
Goff, Goff was crazy good last week.
Yeah, yeah. I'm probably rolling with Goff.
Okay. Why he had 50 points in this league?
Oh, jeez.
Dang.
Some Josh Allen numbers.
Oh, you know what I read about Jared Goff?
Hmm.
Did you see this?
I don't think so.
Jared Goff broke an NFL record for throwing for 5 touchdowns and being on the losing team.
Oh, it never happened before.
Never happened before.
That's crazy.
494 passing yards, 5 touchdowns.
Did 5 touchdowns and lost.
Lose.
That's crazy. Well, that was a fucking maybe Super Bowl preview, right? So
Yeah. Oh, hey, yeah, that'd be something.
that'd be fun.
Chris,
That'd be fun.
I don't know because you're not feeling so good. You've been a little under the weather,
Yeah.
and you were down in Los Angeles last.
Yes, I was.
Were you okay being away from football?
No, I mean I had it on my phone when they were going to the thrift store and stuff. I was watching it,
Okay.
so I was walking around.
All right.
So
Being a part of the family vacation.
they were fucking rummaging through the thrift stores. I'm not gonna do. What do I care?
Whatever. I'm just whatever. Don't okay. It's cool. Um,
Uh,
but did anyone get in your craw this week? I
no,
don't know
no, no. Wait, no craw.
if you know no craw.
No craw.
That's
I
my
was.
favorite Bob Marley song.
I know. I was sleep. I'll have a crawl. I'll have a crawl next week.
No player, no craw.
Yeah, that's it. I was sleeping. I was fucking. Ugh. So I'll have craws next week. I apologize. I'm sorry.
No one had any questions apparently on the live on the chat here.
Yeah, no one cares.
No one cares. They do know this is the football podcast, right?
I don't think so. I think this looks like there's two guys talking.
Oh, sorry. Football, smash him.
Yeah.
I'm just curious to know, like, how other people are doing in their leagues. You're in how many leagues, Chris?
One, six, seven plus best ball.
All right. Are you still alive in any of them?
No, so I made the playoffs in three, lost the first round in all three. So not good. Didn't and I made two teams at best ball get to the week 14. Both lost. So no team's going anywhere right now.
And you have no one in your craw after all that losing.
I would have someone in my craw if I looked at it. I didn't know I didn't
Do
do
you have
anything.
one player maybe that was on multiple teams?
Um
Yeah.
yeah, there's a couple players with multiple teams. Amon Ra.
Had a great game.
Great game. Yeah. I have Amon Ra on a couple teams. And
And
I
so
think the only
I was going against Goff in the Dynasty League, and I was like,
yeah,
fine, give it to Amon Ra. And he
yeah,
was. I was like,
yeah, yeah.
okay.
It was a week for all of them. So yeah, I didn't really overlap a lot. I'm trying to think other than that. Not really. Uh I put my stake in Garrett Wilson one or two many times this year too. So that was probably my mistake. I made one of the worst trades I ever made was this year in my other dynasty league. I had Stephon Diggs and Justin Jefferson, right? And I needed a running back, and I thought Javonte Williams was going to be better than he is this year, and he doesn't even play. So I traded fucking Justin Jefferson for Garrett Wilson and Javonte Williams. Look at that trade.
What
Yeah.
are you thinking?
I was thinking, oh no, they chose him. This was before the season started. I was like, oh no, they made their choice with Javante. He's gonna role. I'll have a starter for. I don't know. I don't know.
And this is Dynasty?
It's dynasty.
You gave up Jefferson?
Yeah, I was like, no, Garrett Wilson's gonna. I thought Garrett Wilson was gonna have a Justin Jefferson year.
But he
Like I didn't.
hasn't yet. So why would you get rid of a guy that already has?
Who? What do you mean?
Jefferson already has had a Jefferson year. So why would you get rid of a guy
I
that
know.
has delivered?
I know. In my head, I hated Sam Darnold. Garrett Wilson's younger, and he was gonna.
Like
He,
2 years.
I know, but he was gonna. I thought he was gonna skyrocket this year, and then
Question. Were you sick then?
yeah, in the head. That was the
Uh,
worst. I had such high hopes. I was like, I thought literally Garrett Wilson was gonna, and him and wait this way, him and
yeah.
Jefferson were gonna cross.
Wait.
You know,
Like how? What are we doing?
no, down and up.
That
I thought they were gonna cross,
okay.
and
Got it.
I thought like 1,200 yards, 8, 9 touchdowns,
Yeah.
and then and just started. You know, so I was like, I miscalculated that. Now my dynasty team is in real trouble. I won it last year, and
Uh,
now I'm like I think like 10th out of 12th, and I fucked it all up. So
I'm burned on Aaron Rodgers. That's for sure. Because
absolutely, yeah,
I so excited about that. Now I feel like one of his ex girlfriends.
yeah, 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 as you should.
Yeah, I was like, no, this is
Yeah.
you done.
So you're not gonna watch the documentary?
I don't know. I can't believe it's so weird when you think that Olivia Munn
Hmm.
is now with John Mulaney.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers to John Mulaney.
I like that. That's a leap. I don't know.
Likes the humor. I used to really like Aaron Rodgers. I liked his weirdness and shit, but now he's like taking it too much a little bit. I liked his like kind of just blunt, don't give a shit, a little sarcastic. I saw like the humor in him.
Yeah, yeah.
Now I'm just kind of like over him. You know, he's just kind of annoying.
You shouldn't hold that against a person that you date, right? Who they dated before.
No, you shouldn't.
Like,
Try not to. I know. He was cooler back then.
I know, but I don't know. I think you. I think you can. I think you can do that. I think you can hold that. I feel this has become more of a two guys thing, but I feel like you could if you're like, oh, so tell me a little bit about
Well,
your ex boyfriend.
yeah,
Well, he was
yeah.
infatuated.
And I
You know,
guess that they do say that with your friends, right? Like
he had a mustache.
it
But
it says a lot about who your friends are. So I get it. I get
he
it.
liked crooked crosses. I mean,
Your processes.
there's you might be like, oh, well, so she dated Hitler. It's fine.
He was cooler back then, though. Aaron Rodgers was
He was
cooler.
into art.
No, he was cooler.
No, I'm actually talking about Hitler, not.
Oh, got it.
Like
Sorry.
if you dated a girl who once dated Hitler, I'd be like, oh,
Well, I mean, now you're comparing Aaron Rodgers to.
I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying.
That's how you started the
I
conversation.
think you can maybe like, oh well,
Sure.
him.
Sure.
I don't
Yeah.
know. Oh,
I get
Chris, what are you drinking tonight?
Water. I'm fucking sweating over here.
All
What do
right,
you
I'll
got?
let you go because you're not feeling well. I'm going back to my Jack and Coke, man. I've been loving
Good. I
it.
love it. I love it.
7%. It's just
Ooh,
been,
damn.
it's not a winter drink, but it feels like a winter drink to me.
Oh hell yeah. Yeah. So the spice, like it's a little bit of a
Yeah,
I get
it
it.
feels like it's 5:30. I'm gonna go to bed, so I want to have a little.
Jack and Coke. I get it.
Anyway. All right. Well, hey, for all those guys that are still in the playoffs in our league,
Good luck, man.
good luck to you. This is
Except for Jazzy.
I'm
Except.
telling you, as of right now, I'm going for a Jazzy effortless matchup. According to you, it would be a you below me Jazzy. So
Mm-hmm.
let's see who it will be. And then for anyone else playing other fantasy leagues, good luck. And you're not going to give a shit after
No.
one more
No.
week, so
Yeah, exactly. It's all over. It won't matter anymore.
Awesome.
Okay.
All right. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you. And then hopefully you feel good enough to go to the party tomorrow for
No. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna go to sleep.
yeah, do that. And then let me know if Sunday could work. I can just
Okay. For sure. I'll update you.
fun little video, and I see it more of a longer form, but I could.
Yeah. For sure.
Okay, awesome, man.
All right, guys. Enjoy.